The short-term capital gains on sale of equity shares or equity-oriented mutual funds arise when the sale takes place within 12 months from the date of its purchase. However, such shares or mutual funds should have been subject to charge of STT. That is, an STT should have been charged both at the time of purchase as well as sale. Only then it would be treated as short-term capital gains. Now let's see what all details are required for filling these details in our income tax return. First, we need the sales value of equity shares and the equity-oriented mutual funds. And then we'll be needing the purchase price for shares and mutual funds. In case there are any transaction charges, as mentioned in the contract notes, the deduction for the same will also be available, except for the STT. The deduction for STT is not available in any case. However, one thing to note here is the sales value and the purchase value for both equity shares and mutual funds are being clubbed together. We do not need the details script-wise or stock-wise. The clubbed figures will be used to upload it in the income tax return. Now, let's quickly open the income tax return filing offline utility where you can fill in these details. Once you click open the return filing utility, first fill in the personal information tab that contains the personal information of the taxpayer. Now, once you fill in this tab, move on to the capital gains schedule tab. Click on this one and then click on short-term capital gains. Under this, click on serial number or table number 2. Click on add another. Select section 111A. Enter the sales value. Enter the purchase price. And then the transaction cost. After this, click on Save. Once you fill the details here, scroll to the bottom, click on the F table, that is information about accrual of capital gain. Click on this and mention this figure of rupees 2,74,400 in serial number 1, depending upon which period such gain occurred. If it occurred between 1st of April and 15th of June, mention in this column, or if in case of any other column, mention in the relevant column. Once you enter the details, scroll to the bottom and click on Confirm. So this is how you fill in the details of short-term capital gain on sale of equity shares and mutual funds that are subjected to STT.